Hello and welcome to Vintage Movie Nights. I am Joe. With me as always is my good friend Ryan. And today they dropped something that I wasn't expecting. I kind of thought we had seen everything we were going to see for Superman. But today they dropped another trailer. It is the Tickets on Sale Now trailer, or the final trailer, I guess. And I thought, I haven't seen it. I'm assuming, Ryan, you didn't see it. So
no.
Let's jump in. Let's watch this thing and let's see, does this move the needle for you? Do you feel like you've seen enough Superman to be excited or not? Like, where do you sit? Are you excited about this, or where's your take on this thing?
That depends on me as a regular person or as me as a member of this channel, because we've watched a lot of Superman recently.
Yeah, let's start with like you as a regular person. The trailers you've seen, are you excited for this?
So we haven't seen anything since we've seen Superman in the Justice League, regular cut, Snyder cut, whatever you prefer.
Right. Yeah.
And that's been a handful of years. It does seem a little soon, but superhero movies are still kind of a thing. I mean, they've taken a slump.
Yeah. I guess let me rephrase that. Do these trailers make you excited for this movie?
I remember liking, we watched the official trailer, which has been up now for a little while on this channel, and everybody else has analyzed it and everything. You're more of a superhero, not a superhero fan, you're more of a Superman
yeah, I
fan
like
than
Superman.
I am. So what are your thoughts?
You know what? I have liked the trailers so far. I actually didn't think we needed another trailer, to be honest. I was kind of like, I actually even contemplated if we should even watch this one.
Right.
But to be completely honest, guys, of the YouTube world, that was our most successful video we've put up in a long time or ever.
Right.
So I thought, well, we have to watch this now. But we have watched a lot of Superman. Ryan and I have gone back, and some of my thoughts on the Superman saga and series in the cinematic world has changed. Which we'll get into that in a whole nother video later. We'll talk about it at the end of this. But
we got to go through some dark Superman times and the ones that lie ahead.
Maybe we were wrong this whole time. Maybe they're not as bad as we thought.
And we'll watch the Zack Snyder stuff to an extent. I mean, I know his Superman kind of crosses over into the DC universe, but Superman's a tricky one. So let's watch this. And see
let's watch this trailer. Let's see if this really moves the needle, if it makes you any more excited, or if it gives us any more information than we already have. So we've seen that shot a couple times, but now we're seeing
Superman.
I like that. Lex Luthor. Superman.
The most powerful being on planet Earth.
We finally meet.
Now, as planned, I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with.
Oh, I like that. We're going to see some romance.
Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
No matter what you do to me, Luthor, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
Okay, that's a new shot.
Make a move, Big Blue.
They chose him. Let them die.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
A little comedy there, finally.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
All right. Well, that's it. It's coming July 11th, whether we like it or not. what's your take? Like, did that move the needle for you? Does that give you anything different? Any new vibes? Like, where do you sit now going into this?
I don't know. I gotta admit, parts of it look kind of cheesy. Didn't it?
No, there's definitely. So I think, kind of reminded me, and yes, there was definitely. I feel like I don't know that this moves the needle perfectly. There's some good stuff, and then there was definitely some questionable scenes. The scene where he punches him and his teeth come out and hit the screen, right? Reminds me a little bit of like the old 3D movies, like like when we were making a movie for 3D and like that's what they would do, is that kind of stuff. And so then it's followed by see it on IMAX, like it's gonna feel like it's coming at you.
Well, so I know this video is going to drop before our Superman rankings, and we're watching them right now.
I just wonder if the real Superman, if this movie's going to drop before that or not.
Well,
we got some movies to watch.
We got some movies to watch, but one thing that we have talked about in watching the first two Supermans and kind of discussing it in superhero movies in general is that there is a lot of backstory. And when I watched the first trailer, the official trailer for this movie, I didn't think, okay, they're going to gloss over that. They're going to just go into it. This looks like it's going to have a lot of backstory based on that trailer right there.
I don't know. I don't know if I felt the same as much as I saw. So on our page, there's definitely been two camps, I would say, of people, maybe three. So the question ends up becoming, so you see there's a ton of characters in this, right? There is a ton. They're going to have, Green Lantern and Mr. Fantastic and the Hawk Girl. And then there's going to be Lois Lane and Superman and their relationship together. And then on the bad guy side, you've got Lex Luthor. You've got the monster guy, which I don't know. You've got, there was another one, which I should know the name, and it's escaping me right now. Darkseid, I think, is what it was. There are several bad guys too. So the question is, are we trying to cram too much into this movie? I see that in one set of camp. There is another set of comments I've read that where I think this trailer is really going to give them more question marks. Is this just a campy Superman movie? So you look at it, like I said, I think the scene where he punches him and his teeth come out, that doesn't look like a really well polished scene. It looks very CGI. It looked very silly. But the question will just be: is that just going to be the tone of this movie? Is it going to be a fluff and stuff fun movie? I mean, you had a little bit of comedy there that we hadn't seen in the past, but a very serious tone of I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your parents. I'm going to kill Lois Lane. I'm going to kill everybody. Kind of contradictory throughout. And then, of course, you got the cool effects of Superman being Superman. So. I don't know. I feel like for me, it still gives me a little bit of hope. I don't know. I think this still looks decent. I think maybe I'm a fanboy a little bit, so I want Superman to be good. Although I got to admit, having gone back and started watching, which eventually, guys, you'll be able to see it on our Patreon very soon. These movies will be up. Our reactions, if you want to watch full reactions, you can go to the Patreon. Join the memberships there. We'll have the full thing. As long as you own the movie, you can watch it with us. We're watching every single Superman movie, and we watched 1 and 2 so far, and we're going to be watching 3 and 4, and then we're going to go to all the ones that came after that. And honestly, my take after the first two was Superman ever good? Was it as good as I remember? Because I didn't really enjoy the first Superman that much as I remember enjoying it. But I think this looks good. You see Crypto in there doing his thing. I think I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic that this could be a decent movie, but I'm also worried that Superman, has it really ever had an amazing movie that really warrants the love? I don't know. I know that comic book Superman, phenomenal, but does he shine on the silver screen, and can he?
Yeah, the first Superman, I think we both agreed it's a product of its time.
It definitely felt you could feel the time in it.
I liked Superman 2 better. I thought that was good.
I thought so too.
And
we'll see about 3 and 4.
At the time of the drop of this video, we got to go to 3 and 4, which quite frankly, have probably never seen. They're not known to be very
Critically,
good.
have not been very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get into the mid 2000s sequel, which I've seen once in theaters, and then we get into the Snyder stuff, which I'm kind of familiar with. And so we'll rank all this down the road, but at the drop of this video, my thoughts are kind of in line with yours, really. Like, I don't. It looks like a Superman movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It had some cheese in it, and there's no doubt about it. And so I know, and I don't know, there was a couple people who have, I don't want to say trashed in the comments, but who have essentially said this is just going to be a lot of silliness and fluff. It's James Gunn. That's what he does. You know, I've seen others essentially say, I'm concerned that there's too many heroes in it. And then I've seen a couple who are just like, I'm optimistic that this looks good and I'm super hyped for it. So, I don't know that this moves the needle for me. It doesn't make me want to rush out and buy tickets, but it also doesn't make me go, ooh, I don't think I want to see this. So I don't know that it's a win either way.
No, it didn't for me either. I get the overabundance of superheroes, all the supporting parts. That's a lot, especially in the wake of Marvel and everything that they've done, and DC and what they've done. But
it kind of comes back to like what you're saying. Do you need backstories for Green Lantern? I mean, you might. Most comic book people don't. Mr. Fantastic, I probably would need because there's never really been a Mr. Fantastic and Hawkgirl. And then why are the three of them together? There's actually a corporation that has put them together. Well, that's all in the comics. Would you know that if you hadn't? Like, do we need that? Like, or do we just have these people existing, and if it's good, we eventually see spinoffs? Or I don't know.
I guess it's just like what do people want? Because the first two Superman movies were critically acclaimed. We might have our opinions on them, but they were critically acclaimed, and they did do a major damage at the box office. And they were kind of campy. They had a lot of comedy in them. And then I think we'll get there, because at the drop of this video, we have not gotten into the last two, maybe over the top. And then you get into the Snyder stuff, and it was heavily criticized for being too dark, too bleak, too... And it was. I mean, I remember Man of Steel and the Justice League and Batman vs. Superman. I've seen them all once, so it'll be interesting to go back and rewatch them. Yeah. But it's too dark, and the people criticizing these trailers for being too light. Well, what do we all want here? What do we want from Superman? Which is it, right?
If someone asked me, Joe, what do you want for Superman? What I want is I would want the more brighter. I want the beacon of hope and humanity, and somebody who stands above it all, who isn't into politics and isn't a weapon, and stands for the good of humanity and the people, and is willing to risk everything for the good of the people. That's what Superman is. It's all about hope and caringness. And so I think having some fun with it, I am totally open to that. I am my final prediction, and then I'll let you do yours. My final prediction is this movie will do well. It's probably not going to be this amazing blow. There's going to be a critique there. I hate to say this, and you know, some of you guys may know who you are out there. There are fanboys of the Marvel Universe who will never like this because it has DC on it, right? And then there will be people in the DC world who will only like this because it has DC on it and hate this, right? There's always that like super fandom out there, people who are just devoted to the love of their movie. So I think that camp will be there. I think this will be a decent movie. I hope it is good. I think there's going to be a lot of campiness in it. I think there's going to be some silliness. I think some of the shots aren't going to look amazing, but I do hope that this creates a new genre for Superman and brings us a new age Superman, because I want to like this. I want him to have his justice done. No one since the original has put out a really good Superman movie. So I'm hoping that this changes that tide. Mm-hmm. Now for you, what do you want? What's your final prediction?
Well, I'm not as much of a fanboy as you. Not that you're a fanboy, but you're definitely more vested in it than I am. I mean, I enjoyed the first two Superman movies, the second more than the first. I don't think we're going to enjoy the next two. I remember seeing Superman Returns in theaters in 2005, 6, whenever it came out. And I remember I went with my wife, who I was dating at the time, and it was fun. It was okay. It's Superman. I remember there's a scene with a plane where he stops a plane from crashing.
Very common. Everybody has at least one flying shot.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I did not see I didn't see Man of Steel in theaters. I saw it on streaming in the early days of streaming. Mm-hmm. Batman Superman I saw in theaters with our good friend Brian McConnell. It was very long. Martha!
Yeah.
Martha! Okay.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. I don't know what to make of this. It was a good trailer. I think it's going to be cheesy. I'm going to let you take the lead on this, man. You're the Superman guy.
I guess we're going to find out. So, guys, if you're new here and you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That was our reaction to the movie. We're not going to break it down shot by shot or get into some of the craziness. There was definitely some good. I think there's some reveals in there that weren't in there before. There was a little bit of comedy, some junky shots, in my opinion. But clearly, the guy getting hit and his teeth coming out, that didn't really work for me as much as the rest of it did. But
here's one thing I'll say. Let me say this. It looks to be in the vein of the first two Superman movies.
Yes,
kind of cheesy, very colorful.
Yep.
I think our critique of those first two Superman movies, the effects didn't hold up. Clearly, the effects on this might hold up. So that's a positive. I'm going to give it a positive.
Okay, that's
I'll
good.
say
So
that.
with that, guys, if you're new here, you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button, throw up those thumbs if you like it, stick around. We got a lot more coming. So right now, guys, we've got a lot of movies in the can that we're going to be throwing on the Patreon. So if you want to see what's coming and see those first, you can head over there. If we start getting members over there, of course, we will open up polls and things like that on what to watch. Right now, Ryan and I are in the middle of the Superman series, so we're going to watch all the Superman movies and we're going to rank them. We're also watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we've watched 1 and 2, and we're going to continue. There's several more of those to come, and then we'll do a ranking video of those. All of those will have full reactions as well over time. We're also currently, this is a little bit of cat out of the bag, we're also individually watching movies, and I won't get into what movies, but we're watching a very iconic series, watching those individually, and we'll be ranking those movies coming soon, and that will be its own video. And then we're going to be watching, again, more vintage movies. We're going to be watching some TV series, some streaming series. I'm hoping to make Ryan watch Fallout, the Amazon Prime, the Amazon series from the game, from Bethesda's game Fallout. So a lot more to come. We got a lot of plans. And in about a week and a half, you might see Ryan sitting right here next to me in one of our videos. So we're going to be getting together soon, guys. We got lots to come. So if you're new here, you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. Any last words?
No. Like and
All right, well, I got to
subscribe.
get to editing. I got to get this thing edited and now tonight. Otherwise,
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Till next time, guys. Cheers.